Hey guys, what's up? It's Red back here with the video. So today, y'all, we're going to do a little Amazon seller video. And if you guys did not know, I used to sell on Amazon. I used to sell books, and yeah, I think I started my Amazon seller account in September 2022. And I started it based off of a whim because I've seen other people on YouTube do it and other people like on social media do it, and I was like, that seems like an easy side hustle or whatever. Well, how it looks, it's simple. What people normally do is you go get a product from like a certain place, or you can drop ship and get it from a certain merchandiser like on Temu or on Alibaba, or if you could find somebody in China or something like that to ship it to the customer, you could do stuff like that. Now me, on the other hand, I actually went to the store and I bought stuff and I sold it on Amazon. I didn't go through another place or anything like that. Once I started that, it's very easy to sign up or whatever. So you just write in your information. You gotta get an EIN number, and then you have to do like a tax form and stuff like that. Then they have to verify you. So they have to send something to your address, and it should like come up as a number, and you have to go on Amazon, type it in, and then you have to do an interview process with Amazon. So you have to schedule that for them to call you. They do a video call to make sure that it's you, and then they're gonna ask a couple of security questions and what you're doing it for, what you're selling, etc., etc. It'll take you some time because I had to go through 2 different interviews, and then after that, your account gets verified. And then once it gets verified, you can start selling. So boom, I started selling. I don't know if you guys saw my other vlogs on my channel, but I went to a bookstore, like I don't know what it was called. It was like a bookstore that sold books for a cheap amount. I was going there, and I had an app where you could scan items, and it shows how much it's worth on different websites. So like, for example, you can scan an $8 book and it's gonna pop up on Amazon, and it's gonna say like $70. Like, that's how much is being sold on Amazon. It's basically buying any book that was more than $20 on Amazon. And some books that I had got, Isaiah, my ex-boyfriend, he actually got books for free. I tried to do that as well. I think I listed about 25 books, maybe a little bit more, because I wanted to start off slow. I didn't want to have too much product, so that way if it's in demand, I wouldn't have to keep rushing out. Now I'm used to like the shipping and handling process because I used to sell clothes on Poshmark and stuff like that. So I already knew kind of like the process on how to do stuff. Like, once you're done, you need to go into your Amazon account. You gotta like change the settings, because you could change your Amazon account to worldwide, which means you can sell all across the world, or you can sell within the United States. So, and you can sell from your house. Like, if you want to ship it individually, you could do that. Or you could sign up for Amazon FBA, which means you can ship it to an Amazon FBA place, or you could drop it off and they ship it to the person. They put it in packaging, they put it in Amazon boxes, and they ship it to the person. Now, instead, I did it myself because Amazon FBA takes an amount from your money. Don't do Amazon FBA, you have to pay for your own shipping unless you have an account with like UPS or something like that. You could list your own prices, and you could take your own photos. Now for Amazon, you could literally scan the product and the photo will pop up by itself. So you don't have to take your own photo. I wasn't taking my own photos of the books and stuff like that. So I was using Amazon photos, and I was looking at all the other prices, because on Amazon it can list all the other prices, so that way you can see who you're in competition with. Some people sold them for high. Some people were selling them for $20, $40, $70. Some people were selling them for $5, $10. So I was always doing like in between work or whatever I was selling my stuff on Amazon. I had not realized a lot of stuff with Amazon. Like, you're not gonna realize that Amazon is not no joke. It is not a fucking side hustle, and you do not make that much money off of Amazon, especially when you first start out. You're gonna lose way more money than what you're making. And it's not an easy process. It's not a get-rich scheme. You're not going to get rich within the first couple of products you sell, or within the first couple of weeks that you sell. That is a damn lie. They lie too much. These YouTube videos, these gurus, these people that sell these courses, liars. Most of the people that are making money off of Amazon is because they've been doing it for years. They know the kinks, they know the pros and cons. So if you get into this Amazon seller business, I would recommend you definitely watch a lot of YouTube videos. Don't watch the ones that's like 1 million views and stuff like that, because half of the motherfuckers, they've been in the game for about 5-10 years. Okay, And especially with the courses, don't pay, if you want to pay for a course, make sure it's lower than $50. Because some of that stuff is not going to help you. Just because you watch a course or you watch a video does not mean you're going to become successful. Their path is not your path. I had to realize. I'm sitting over here thinking, oh, okay, I could just buy a product, sell it on Amazon, and I'm gonna be rich. No, it don't work like that. And it also depends on the product that you're selling, because not every product is going to sell, especially if there's a lot of competition. If there's a lot of competition, your stuff is not going to sell like that. I promise you. So that's another thing, especially if your stuff has low ratings. After I started like listing my products on Amazon, you can list your prices. You have to type in like the barcodes and stuff. And that's another thing with Amazon. You have to ship that stuff very fast. If you don't ship it within 1 to 2 days, Amazon will cancel your shipment, and you will keep getting notifications from Amazon. People will constantly keep contacting you. That's another thing. If you are the type of person where you travel a lot, you work a lot, you don't like moving around a lot, Amazon is not for you. Even if you're shipping into FBA or whatever, you have to hurry up and do that shit. People are gonna constantly keep contacting you. And so if you're out of town for a whole week, or you're out of town for the weekend, your shit's gonna go downhill. Okay, the only time you can probably do that is if you are drop shipping, or if you have other people helping you out. If you don't have no business partner, or if you don't have drop shipping abilities, yeah, your stuff's gonna go downhill real fast. I had to learn that because I had a 9 to 5. I was working, and I would see somebody just buy my product. I'm sitting over here happy as hell, and I'm like, okay, I can't ship it till tomorrow. You got 24 hours to ship that shit, especially if you don't have Amazon FBA. I didn't use Amazon FBA. So for me, like, they kept fucking talking about, oh, hurry up and ship it. You got 24 hours. That shit was pissing me off, especially on the weekends, because you only have a certain amount of time to go to a mail place and ship your product. You know what I'm saying? Because half the time it don't open at a certain time, it closes at a certain time, and some people can't even ship your stuff. So especially if it's a far distance, and then plus, like, if you don't use Amazon FBA, I think even if you do, you still might have to pay for shipping. You don't have to pay for a shipping label, but you might have to pay for shipping. So some people's products might be $40 shipping, $60 shipping, $100 shipping, $10 shipping. So that's another thing that you have to realize. Like, you're literally paying for a bunch of different stuff. Then you also have to pay for an Amazon account. I think it's like $25 a month to even have your Amazon seller account open. And then you have to pay for the taxes and whatever else comes with it. So I didn't know that. I was oblivious to that, because some of these YouTube videos, they don't tell you everything. They tell you bits and pieces, and that's why I said don't watch certain people's stuff, and make sure you do enough research before you get into this, because you're gonna think it's easy because of how people are saying it and how people are coming across, and it's not what it seems. There was a lot of my products being sold. Like, my products were getting sold every single day. It was like 2 books being sold every single day, and I was fucking happy. Now, don't get me wrong, I did sell some. I think I sold like 5, and then after that, I quit. I was like, fuck that. And if y'all know me, I'm not the type to quit. I'm not the type to do that type of shit. Like, I can stick with stuff for some time. I can deal with like hard situations and stuff like this, but this was too fucking stressful, especially on one person. You gotta spend money on gas, you gotta spend money on product, you gotta spend money on for an Amazon account, you gotta spend money for a bunch of different stuff, and then also you have to pay taxes for Amazon. So it's just a lot of different stuff that they don't tell you or show you. And then that's another thing too, like the Amazon account, when you go on the website, even if you go on the app, it doesn't tell you anything. Like, it doesn't do a tutorial or anything. You literally have to play around with the website. You literally have to play around with your account, because you're not gonna know anything that's going on. You're not gonna know what to press, what to do, nothing like that. And these videos on YouTube, they don't teach you anything about how to go across on your account on Amazon. Like, I had to literally sit there for about 30 minutes to an hour and press everything on my Amazon seller account to know what is what to press, what to do on this whole, all that type of stuff. It was just overall confusing. And if you're not like a tech guru, or you don't know too much about stuff, you're gonna get confused and you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be lost. It is just a lot of different stuff, especially if you're selling from your house and you're not using Amazon FBA. You're the one that's gonna have to buy boxes. You're the one that's gonna have to buy bubble wrap. You're the one that's gonna have to pay for the shipping. You're the one that's gonna have to print out the label and put it on there. And it's just a lot, you know. And that's another thing too, like, all this stuff was not worth it, because Amazon takes a lot of taxes and fees from you. If you was to sell something, they are taking at least $10, maybe $5, $10 out your money. So even if you are selling something for $15, you're probably only gonna make $5, $7 profit out of that. Same with like something that's $20 or $40. I wish I knew, because I would never have started that. I would have never gotten to it. My Amazon seller account was called Inspired Knowledge. I did not come up with it, my ex-boyfriend did. And I just went along with it because I couldn't think of a name at all. And I was just like, you know what, it's okay. It's okay. I was looking at the prices, and this is why me and my ex-boyfriend got into a lot of beef, because he kept thinking that I was making so much profit off of Amazon, and I wasn't. And I was even telling him I wasn't. Like, I was telling him like, we're not making that much. Like, and he kept asking for money. He kept saying, oh, you're making a lot of money off Amazon. We're getting all of our stuff sold, not realizing that no, we're not. Like, I had, like, for example, I had a book that I put for $9, and well, no, it was $12. Amazon took $78 for taxes, and then they took $4 for Amazon fees, and then they took a marketplace facilitator tax, which was $1. So my earnings was literally $8 for me selling something that was $12. That's no money. And then I had sold something else for $12, same shit. Sold something else for $12, same shit. $12, same shit. $8, my earnings was $5. Like, it was a lot of stuff going on, and I sold something for $5, only got $1 for it. So it was just a lot of different stuff that I just couldn't deal with. And then the high paid books that I did get, that was like worth $70. Like, I got some like lawyer books. I got some college books. I got stuff that people need if they're in college, like for real. Like, if you need to get your degree, I got a bunch of stuff like that people I know for a fact would need. And it was selling on Amazon for $70, $90. Honestly, now that putting that shit on my Amazon, ain't nobody buying it. Nobody was buying it. That was on my Amazon marketplace thing for about 3 months. Nobody bought it. So some stuff is a hit or a miss on Amazon. You'll think it'll sell and it don't sell. You have to be very patient when it comes to Amazon. If you're not patient, you're not gonna make it either. So I said this is not a get rich type of quick scheme. It's nothing like that. If you think you're gonna be rich in a week or a month, that's not happening with Amazon. And I'm not saying that I was thinking that way. I just thought that I would be able to quit my 9-to-5 using this, and I was not able to. So you have to realize that how Amazon works, Amazon is very different. And then also you can be deactivated for anything. As well with selling electronics on Amazon, people that sell electronics, or if you sell certain stuff on Amazon, you have to have a receipt. If you don't have a receipt, you can't sell that shit on Amazon. If you don't have a certain license, you can't sell that shit on Amazon. I was trying to sell my old laptop, and I couldn't sell it because I didn't have my receipt. I couldn't sell certain stuff because you need warranty or a license for some stuff. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna do all that. That's too fucking much. Amazon is very different, and even their support team is horrible. Amazon support is no help as well. Like I said, that's a hit or miss, especially the fact that this company makes so much money. They make money. That doesn't mean that because they're successful means you will be. Okay, I feel like Amazon is a setup for people to not actually make a lot of profit. You're doing all this work for $5. You're doing all this work for $50. Like, that's really not worth it. I'm sorry. And especially with the amount of time that it sells, like, you're doing better off of selling stuff off of eBay or Shopify or Etsy than you are on Amazon. It's overly saturated now. Unless you sell something that's more than like $15. If you're selling stuff that's over $15, maybe $20, then maybe you'll get a lot of profit. But even then, like I said, it's a hit or miss, and stuff is not gonna sell every single day. So you're gonna have days where you're not making no money. And that's just how it is. It also depends on if you can get a deal with like manufacturers and stuff like that. If you have hella connections, then I would definitely sell on Amazon. And then you gotta realize, like, Amazon is getting a monthly fee from you, and then they're getting commission from everything you sell. So like, that shit is fucked up for you to have to pay monthly to use Amazon, and then you're making money off of everything that I'm fucking selling, which literally makes no sense. It literally doesn't. And that's another thing, like, If the customer feels like you're wrong about something, Amazon will put you in the wrong. You can get your account deactivated so fucking easily, like so easily. You can get your account deactivated for anything. Like if somebody reports that your item didn't come to the address, you know, like if you took too long to. And then like you also have to pay for advertising costs. Like if you want to advertise your product on Amazon, they're gonna have you pay a fee as well. It's not free. And you're not taking in a lot of stuff. Like Amazon is literally taking about 40, maybe 50% of your profit. So that is why it's hard to be successful on Amazon, especially if you're a first timer. Like you're definitely not gonna make that much. I'm not bitter because I didn't become successful on Amazon. Even if I did, I still would feel this way about the cons of Amazon. You know, the only pros I would say of Amazon is that it's a quick process and that it's extremely easy to sell on there. They help you with certain stuff, but other than that, there's too many cons when it comes to Amazon. I feel like also like the reason why you wouldn't sell a lot is because you need reviews to even come up on search pages. Your stuff is not going to come up first. Like let's say if you're selling like a toy or like something else, your stuff is not going to pop up first because you don't have a lot of reviews. You don't have a lot of ratings. So your stuff is not going to pop up first. People are not going to buy your product a lot because you don't have reviews like that. You don't have comments. You don't have none of that shit. You don't have ratings, nothing. So people are gonna probably think you're a scam or that like something like that. Like imagine if you're on Amazon right now, right? Would you buy something that doesn't have no reviews? Would you buy something that has no ratings? You probably wouldn't. You probably would be scared. It's probably a hit or a miss. So like one person or maybe a few people can fuck up your rating. And once that happens, people aren't gonna buy from you like that. And you don't even have to run like an advertisement. You can run one time and then stop and they'll still keep charging you. Literally quit. I gave up on the Amazon seller shit and I tried to close my account and they talking about you gotta pay fees before you close your account. Why the fuck do I have to pay to close my account? What the fuck? I'm already giving y'all a monthly fee. I gave y'all like hella money and keep in mind y'all, I had my stuff open for a whole year. They was getting like $20, $30 from me plus off of the commission of what I sold. So it's like, what is going on? You're an entrepreneur. It feels like you're working for somebody else. Even though people are like, oh, this is my business, this, that, and the third, you're still working for somebody else. You still gotta listen to their rules. You still gotta listen to their regulations. You can still get your account deactivated for literally anything. So that's basically you being fired. And if that happens, guess what? You're out of luck. You're out of luck. You do an ID identification thing, so you can't reopen an Amazon account with your ID once the hoe is deleted and deactivated. Once they ban you, you're fried. You gotta use somebody else's stuff. And that's another thing too, like your stuff more than likely will sell on Amazon outside of the US. So if you stay in the US and you're watching this, your stuff is not gonna sell as much in the US. So you definitely would have to do your store worldwide. Like I did my store worldwide. I did Canada, I did Mexico, I did China and all these other places. So that's why my stuff was selling. I was selling to people that was not in the US. So I think I only had like one person that I sold to the US and that was in New York. And that was like a $44 shipping fee. And I was just like, God damn. And you gotta know what you're doing if you guys want to go into a business and stuff, because this shit is crucial for people, okay? The thing with Amazon, they can hold your money. So if your account gets deactivated, they can hold your money. They can take it, they can hold it, and you'll never get to see it. Like me, I never got to see my money. Not one time that I sold anything, y'all, I actually got the money in my bank account. I tried and it did not go in my bank account. Ever since time I had money, Amazon would take it from my account. I never got to see an ounce of my money. That is one reason why I closed the store down, why I don't sell on Amazon no more, because I did not get my money at all. I feel like I was doing this shit for nothing. Like I'm sitting over here busting my ass, doing all this stuff, wasting all this money just to not get reimbursed for anything. So I just felt stupid. I would say if you can find like a good supplier to get your products from, and if you don't lose shipments or have refunds and stuff, and you stay on top of your business, you can make a lot of money from Amazon. Now don't get me wrong, but it comes with a lot of ups and downs, and a lot of people will say that it is a full-time job, and I would say that too. Like Amazon takes a lot of taxes out your money, then you gotta pay taxes at the end of the year, so whatever you're making from Amazon, you're probably not gonna be making that much. Some of these people on these YouTube videos be lying. Since a lot of people do it, it's way more competitive. And selling on Amazon was probably way better 5 years ago, 10 years ago. but now it's overly saturated. I would not recommend having used items because you could not sell them for a higher profit because they're used. Especially when you're selling stuff from thrift stores and stuff, I would not recommend. Your best bet is eBay for that. But getting them from like other merchants and stuff, and if it's new, then yes, I would definitely do that on Amazon. That's just what it is. Another thing with Amazon, you're gonna have to buy a lot of units. So if you wanna start off like slow, you can definitely buy like 5-10 products of each thing that you're selling and then go from there. But once your stuff starts selling, you're gonna have to buy like 90, 100, 200 units of shit. So if you don't have no money coming into this stuff, you're definitely going to fail. You will have to start your Amazon business with probably about 5K in your pocket, maybe a little bit more if you want to be successful. You're gonna have to work way harder than your 9 to 5 or whatever you're doing on the side, and you might not survive. Like, it is a real business and it's very hard work, and people don't realize that because, like I said, people don't see all the maintenance and driving and money that you're putting into it. Like, it's a lot. Selling on Amazon is a commitment. If you're not committed and you're a lazy person, this is not for you. I'm sorry to tell you that, because a lot of people do Amazon because they're lazy. You know, they want to find something that they can do that they don't have to do a lot of work with, but it is a lot of work. It's a lot of mental work and it's a lot of physical work. So you have to know what to do. You're not gonna see results in 2 weeks. And like, to sell products like Nike, Disney, like designer and name brand stuff, you're gonna need a distributor's invoice to be able to sell them products. So you might want to get a business license and an LLC, and then you can open up an EE distribute account and start buying from a distributor. Your profits would be like 0 to 10% because everybody has access to this, but you can find items that you can make profit for, but some will sell immediately, some won't. It just depends on you. People will try to hijack your listings. People will try to attempt to take your listings and resell whatever you got going on. They'll try to use the same price, the same descriptions, and the same title and the same pictures. And that is what's going to get your shit out of there. If you use Amazon FBA, you have to worry about the workers at Amazon stealing your product or not being able to deliver your product. They might deliver to the wrong address. They might not deliver it at all. So that's the only thing that you'll have to worry about if you do use Amazon FBA. Would I recommend selling on Amazon? No. But if you feel like you got the knowledge, if you feel like you can do the research, you know, you can spend a lot of time and money on this type of stuff, then I would definitely recommend it for you. But for me personally, it did not work out, and I look at this as a fail. I mean, at the end of the day, it's okay because I moved on to other ventures, but I would definitely not recommend it for certain people, because certain people, like, it's just not for you, you know. On other websites, other apps, they may be best for you, but Amazon was not for me. So you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below if you guys sell on Amazon and how was your journey, and list the pros and cons for other people watching this video so people will know. Like I said, it's not a hate video, it's just a tribulations and trial video for Amazon. And yeah, that's it.